Have you ever noticed that the loudest person in the room is often the most insecure? They speak fast. They interrupt. They try to prove something. But the silent one, he doesn't need to prove anything. His silence is not emptiness. It is full of awareness. He observes. He listens. He remembers. And when he speaks, people listen. Not because he is loud, but because his words are rare, and they carry weight. In a world that never stops talking, silence is power. The silent man does not react, he responds. He does not explode in anger. He chooses when and how to act. This self-mastery is not weakness. It is strength in disguise. People fear what they cannot read. And silence? It reveals nothing. That makes it powerful. The quiet man is underestimated. That is his advantage. While others shout, he plans. While others panic, he watches. In stillness, he becomes dangerous, not because he wants to be, but because he knows exactly when to move. The world often mistakes silence for weakness. But true silence is discipline. It is control. The silent man hears what others miss. He listens, not just to words, but to motives, to fears, to patterns. While the loud speak to be heard, he remains quiet to understand. And in understanding, he gains power. His silence is not emptiness. It is calculation. It is focus. The most dangerous man is not the one who shouts, but the one who watches. Waits, and strikes when it matters most. Silence gives room for the mind to think clearly. In the noise, people react. In silence, we respond. The silent man is not passive, he is patient. He doesn't rush to prove a point, because he knows truth doesn't need volume. He is not afraid of being misunderstood. Because he's not here to impress, but to observe, to understand, to master himself. His silence is not a mask, but a mirror, revealing the noise inside others. And that's what makes him dangerous. While others expose themselves, he remains unseen, unread, unpredictable. The silent man is hard to read because he's not trying to be understood. He does not speak to fill the air. He speaks when words serve a purpose. His restraint is mistaken for weakness, but it's actually discipline. He has nothing to prove, and that makes him powerful. In silence, he builds clarity. In stillness, he becomes sharp. The loudest man often hides the most fear. Silence is not emptiness, it's preparation. The quiet ones are listening, learning, calculating. While the world is busy shouting, they are mastering their responses. The dangerous man doesn't threaten you, he makes you underestimate him. And that is his weapon. One silent move can change the outcome of 1,000 noisy ones. He who controls his tongue, controls his mind. The silent man is immune to provocation. You cannot manipulate him with emotions, because he doesn't react, he reflects. While others burn out from talking, he conserves energy. That's why when he speaks, everyone listens. Power doesn't need to be loud. Real strength is quiet. In war, the silent warrior studies the field. He doesn't announce his moves, he executes them. And by the time you notice, it's already done. He uses silence to disarm, to mislead, to prepare. Still waters run deep, and in that depth, danger hides. Beware the man who watches more than he speaks. The silent man doesn't need the spotlight. He doesn't crave recognition, his actions speak for him. In a world addicted to noise, he becomes rare. His mystery makes people uncomfortable, because we can't control what we can't read. He is a mirror, he reflects others' intentions, not his own. That is his danger. Silence hides depth. You can't defeat a man who doesn't speak his fears. You don't know what he values, what he defends, what he plans. And so you guess. And guessing is weakness. He sees more than he shows. He holds more than he gives away. He's not afraid to be misunderstood, because he doesn't need approval. while others fight for dominance, he waits. Not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Silence is not surrender, it's strategy. He plays the long game. And when he moves, he doesn't need a second chance. His silence builds precision, like a blade waiting in its sheath. The most dangerous storm is the one that arrives without sound. So it is with the silent man. You think he's passive, until it's too late. His silence is not absence, it is presence, controlled. He is not waiting to react. He's choosing when to strike. And by the time he does, you'll understand why silence is strength. The silent man knows that words once spoken cannot be taken back. So he watches his tongue like a soldier guards his weapon. He doesn't interrupt. He listens. Not to reply, but to understand. Because understanding gives power. And silence makes people reveal themselves. The more you talk, the more you expose. But the quiet man stays hidden, watching your patterns. You speak. He deciphers. You argue. He studies your weakness. His silence is armor. His attention, a weapon. He fights few battles, but he rarely loses. He's dangerous because you can't provoke him. You can insult him, but he won't flinch. You can ignore him, but he doesn't chase attention. You lose power when he doesn't react. Because now, you're shouting into silence. And silence always wins in the end. A quiet man is not to be underestimated. His silence is full of observation, calculation, preparation. He doesn't move fast, but he moves with intent. He doesn't dominate with noise, but with presence. When he finally speaks, people listen. Because they've learned, silence is not weakness, it's warning. He has mastered the art of restraint. While others seek attention, he seeks clarity. He filters his emotions before they become words. He doesn't fear silence, he thrives in it. Because silence gives him space to think, not just react. And thinking is the true form of strength. Many confuse silence with weakness. But the wise know, it's the opposite. The silent man isn't avoiding the world. He's studying it. Calculating. Preparing. He doesn't speak often because he values words. And when you value words, you don't waste them, you fear what you don't understand. And silence, when deliberate, is hard to understand. It's not a void. It's a shield. He can hear everything, see everything, yet say nothing. That kind of control unsettles people. Because he doesn't need to be seen to be powerful. In a world addicted to noise, silence is rebellion. And rebellion backed by wisdom is unstoppable. The silent man walks among the loud, unshaken. His calmness is power. His stillness is strategy. Don't fear the one who shouts. Fear the one who waits. Because when he moves, it's already too late.